Let's see here. Make sure everything's working. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Oh, gotta go to my channel on my phone. I watch myself before every video. Like, I record something and make sure it sounds good, but you know, sometimes there's nothing just like watching it on a device and making sure you sound good. So let's see here. Loading. Testing. Still loading. How's it going, everybody? We're gonna play some Sultai tonight. My stream is still loading. Looks like it's getting there. I think my internet might have died. Nope, we're good. Make sure everything's working. Alright, no, we sound good. Alright. Hello, YouTube. We sound good. Alright, let's play some Magic. So I'm gonna tweet out real quick. You can follow me on Twitter if you don't. Always tweet when I go live. I don't always tweet when I go live. I try and tweet when I go live. Let's see. Going live with Sultai. Mythic. And play. What's my right side? CCG. Sultai. Alright. So that's happening. It's posted on Facebook. See if anyone on Facebook wants to come watch. Come watch me play cards. Alright, so we look like we're good to go. What's up? How's it going, Billy? Welcome, welcome. Alright, we're gonna play some Sultai tonight. People are texting me about Modern. I don't know anything about Modern. So I'm gonna ignore them. Hopefully they come join the stream. What do you win? You win the honor of being the first person in the chat. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe when I'm home, I'll make you a little yogurt, a little medal out of a yogurt lid, like they did on The Office. All right. Oh, nice. Well, that's how you move on up. Are you playing red still? All right, so we're playing Sultai. So this is a deck that my buddy Samuel played at the MCQ last week, and he started out 4-0, and then he lost 3 in a row. So, I mean, it's close to 50%, but it was a good 4-0, and then a pretty bad 3. No, he did punt one game though. But you got it based on Sam Black's deck list on Star City Games. So Casualties of War and Plainwhite Celebration, with a Tamiyo engine to kind of recur some of these and find our cards, and it's kind of like a good stuff deck. Just find ways to win. Enter the God Eternal is really good. So what we're trying to cut the Frilled Mystics and play some Vraska Golgari Queens. I kind of like them against all the 3-mana Planeswalkers running around, and just tag random creatures. Especially if you're on the play, you go 3-mana Jadeite Ranger, Narset, whatever, Tyrant's Corn something, untap. They play a 3-mana Walker, you untap, you Golgari Queen minus on their Walker, because none of the 3-mana Planeswalkers make something to protect themselves. I guess Tybalt does, but I mean, that's probably not the right matchup for this Vraska anyway. And then you have a Planeswalker in the battlefield they got to deal with, and then you're trying to play Tamiyo or God Eternal Kefnet, your real cards you want to keep around. Something I'm trying out. And then here's the sideboard. Basically, cards to make the different matchups better. We're trying Massacre Girl instead of Enter the God Eternals. Trying a second Elder Spell. It seems probably a lot of Planeswalkers running around right now. So, this is the deck. We'll see how it goes. And if people have interest, we can go over it a little more in depth. But Samuel's the expert. Maybe he'll stop by. Well, Samuel got the info from the actual expert. Alright, we're playing a Mythic, because we made Mythic. Let's see. Oh, this Let me know if my sound's alright. I think it's probably fine, but the music seems a little loud. No, well, you don't have to buy me breakfast. Also, technically it's brunch, which I guess brunch is breakfast, technically, I suppose. Playing red, yeah. I was playing red up until a couple weeks ago, and then I was playing the Jeskai Planeswalker deck for a little bit. That's what I played last weekend. Did not go well, but I think that was probably my fault and not the deck's fault. I kind of like this hand, even though we're on the play. We have the Thought Erasure to set up our draw to try and find a land, and then we can play Jadelight Ranger to get us even closer to lands. So we'll start with this. We'll just Spell Pierce. Probably playing mono red. Mountain Go is a weird start, though. I guess this could be Gruul. Nope, it's mono red. Ugh. Okay, well. We can probably keep Spell Pierce up for their Experimental Frenzy, because we can play around that. I think we have to take a Steam Can, because we don't have an answer. He doesn't even have the land for Chain Whirler. He can't... If he draws a land, he could shock and light up the stage, but I think we just need to take a Steam Can, because that's how things can get out of control here. Alright, no land, which I think is a little unlucky. We'll see if he draws a land, because I really want to get a Steam Can, like Lava Runners, whatever. Yeah, because now he's going to light up the stage for a land here. He's not going to light up the stage for a land here? That seems weird. I don't know what that was about. I guess to hold up Wizard's Lightning in case I play Thief of Sanity. That seems okay. We'll pair a life because we want to get rolling here. Like, he doesn't have a super threatening hand. We would like a land. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't light up the stage there, but... what are you gonna do? No lands. Let's attack. I guess maybe there's an argument for not attacking, and just blocking the Steam Can. But I think we're in a pretty good spot here. What's up, Samuel? Playing Sammy Sultai. Now we're gonna take the light up the stage. I would like Vraska up, but we are going to try and keep drawing our lands. Pyromancer's a good draw. Yeah, maybe I wasn't supposed to attack, because that was a really good draw. Now we're just gonna sit back and protect our... We don't need to hold up Spell Pierce this turn. Because he's 2 turns away from playing Experimental Frenzy. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to get him dead. Yeah, I don't think I should have attacked. I think that was pretty clear. Double burn spell. Okay. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have attacked. I lost 2 life? I don't think... So I think this is probably our play. We can mill ourselves. That's fine. So that's pretty good. Kill the Steam Can. How is that? He can't play 2 spells. I can block it here. And, yeah, but he can't play 2 spells. And I can play Vraska and kill it. Or I can just chump block it here. You know, one of the 2. Like, because this is going to be big enough to block it no matter what. So Vraska... I guess that's a good point. I could block the Chain Whirler too, but then if he draws like a shock, then he can shock my thing and Chain Whirler it down. Vraska or God Eternal Kepnet? Let's play God Eternal Kepnet. No, what? I guess we gotta make sure because we only had two blue, so that's just something we should have taken into account because now we don't have Spell Pierce and we have to hold Spell Pierce up next turn. That's something we have to do. I'm not gonna reveal my lands. Alright. We're at 4. Yeah, that's our, I think that's a good plan for next turn. It may have been a good plan for this turn too. Yeah, I mean, I think that was a good play too. If you could Tamiyo and get back the life gain, because we can protect Tamiyo, and that's fine. Now I'm in bolt range. We do have Spell Pierce though, so I'm not that worried about it. So we can't play Ugin. Is this going to leave us blue? Yes. If only I had a gain 4, or if I hadn't attacked earlier in the game, you know, any of those things would be good. So shock, I'm not even that worried about.
The storied past.
I guess shock, I'm dead to shock this way. I guess so if I gotten a Tyrant Scorn, I wouldn't be dead to shock. Oh. Thanks, Billy. I appreciate it. Sure, we can do this. Problem is... do I want to do this? I forgot to take out my Vraska. You got me all hot and bothered over here about my Enter the God Eternals. No, I think we'll just do this. Oops, nope, I want to mill myself. I could have cast Contempt twice, I suppose. Next. We are making every single opposite decision, but I honestly don't think it matters a whole bunch. Alright, let's see. What do we want out of our deck? We could take Planeswide Celebration would be good. Nope. Krasis could be good too. I guess we're one mana short of Planeswide Celebration. Alright, it doesn't even matter. So I think Krasis might have been good too. Krasis is the higher hit, and there's a higher density of it in the deck. I don't know how many we have in the graveyard, if any. There's only one Planeswide Celebration. We were 1 mana short, and if we wanted to use Vraska and sacrifice a land, I think Krasis might have been better. I think you're right. Okay. So how do we want to sideboard? I'm gonna move my tracker out of the way. So Contempt, Cry, Cast Down, Moment of Craving, probably Ritual of Soot, and Massacre Girl. Cut Thought Erasure. I kind of like Spell Pierce this matchup. Some people don't like it, but I quite like it actually. Ugin seems slow. That could have been good too. But I think we had a lot of ways to win that game and very few ways to lose it. Though I did set myself up twice to lose it. So what do you know? Maybe we cut Vraska. She seems awfully slow. And we bring in a Contempt and a Ritual of Soot, which basically do the same thing but better. And now we got one more to cut. I guess we could cut one of our 6 and 7 mana sorceries. Oh nope, yeah, Narset, you're right. I like cutting Narset because if we can get there, Planeswide Celebration is a good, or Casualties of War is a good answer to Experimental Frenzy. And also Planeswide Celebration is probably close to game over. Well, that's not it. I'm gonna bottom that one. We have so many ways to get lands. And by that I mean Jade Ranger. I would like an early interaction spell. Which that is not that. Yeah, if they play Frenzy and Chandra, that's living the dream. That is living the dream. Okay, well, still can't do anything. So I really guess my mic is in the way of the pass the turn button. I guess I should improve my posture. So this could go poorly for us. Yes, depending on what they do here. If they go like Shock, Lightning Strike. Risk factor... I'll take 4 damage. So if you decline... we have a lot of life gain in this deck, and I'd rather run him out of cards, is my thought process. Let me know if you disagree with that. Anyone in chat, because that's, if you give him too many cards, like he's got the risk factor again, you can't give him too many cards. But I guess on the other hand, like, we're gonna run out of cards eventually. Krasis seems good. Maybe I don't want my 3rd Krasis, but can't think of anything better than gaining some life and drawing some cards. I like all of those things. Well, there goes my plan. Now I wish I'd bottomed that Krasis. Because it looks much worse now. That's a weird attack. I guess he can 2-for-1 himself, so he can get the Firebrand too. Okay. Sure, I'm okay with that. So now... we go Krasis for 2, which shuts down his board and gives us an attack in the air for Tibalt. We don't get to gain any life, but I think that's probably good enough. Because if we play Tamiyo and he just ignores Tamiyo and he has like a turn where he deals a lot of damage, that's probably not good for us. Because we could plus Tamiyo and try to find a removal spell or something. Random Viewer Guy 13, welcome. Hit the Abracadabra. Is that a Pokemon card? I mean, I'm not opposed to playing Pokemon cards. I'm gonna... So we have a plan to get rid of this Tibalt. I'll take 4 again. So... Alright, well... Now we're planning to get rid of the Tibalt's gone, and we're at a very low life total. Is he gonna minus the Tibalt? Probably. So I think we're just gonna Krasis for a blocker. I do like Detective Pikachu was good. I had a great time with Detective Pikachu. That was some fun stuff. So here's the problem with blocking. If I block, I get his Devil and he throws his Firebrand at me, which puts... I still think that's fine actually. Like, we're not gonna gain life. So he blocks the Devil, I take 1. The Devil does damage here. Firebrand's gonna go here too. Ooh, Chain Whirler's even worse. I didn't think about it. I didn't think about Chain Whirler. That's not good. So let's leave a blue up. Play a blocker. Might not be good enough. We're getting to the point where we got to dodge the top of his deck. I don't know, we're not quite. Like, we do, like, so if he doesn't have a burn spell, we block here, go to 2. We attack back, hit his Tibble, gain some life. This is a weird attack. I think I have to block, because even if he has Lightning Strike, if I just take the damage, he Lightning Strikes me anyway. Pyromancer, okay. Oh, I'm dead to that too. Alright, well, if we had one more turn, maybe we could have... Maybe we shouldn't have blocked and should have kept our Krasis alive, attacked his Tybalt, and then gain life. How does all what work? Magic? The internet? Twitch? So it is, so it's Magic the Gathering, the card game. First, do I see any sideboard decisions? I don't think so. And it's a free-to-play model, so the game is free to download. Okay, alright. So it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Except better, and all the numbers are divided by, like, 20. Or 1,000. Yeah, divided by 1,000. But so in Magic, you basically it's a strategy game, and I don't quite recall Yu-Gi-Oh. I played Yu-Gi-Oh when I was back in the day. Yeah, Billy's got it. So the land cards are your resources, and the spell cards are the kind of the pieces you use, like trying to outmaneuver your opponent and try to get them down to 0 life. All right, so we're gonna go first. This hand. This hand. Huh. Chat, what do you think about this hand? Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards keeping it. No, he didn't have a perfect draw. His draw, like, we had a chance to come back from it. We made some decisions that if we had made the other decision, then maybe we would have we could have survived. So, for example, if we had not blocked and taken 1 and kept our creature around and attacked his Planeswalker was preventing us from gaining life. So if we had gotten rid of that, like figured out a game plan to get rid of that earlier, then we could have gained some life and maybe stabilized. So Jadelight Ranger, I will keep that. Yes, please. Yeah, so in this actual game, this is interesting because he could have a Chain Whirler, which would, yeah, no block. So a couple things. He could have a Chain Whirler, which would get rid of my Jadelight Ranger. Yeah. I would trade my Jadelight Ranger for his Pyromancer, but next turn I can do that anyway. We'll play Tamiyo. Yeah, not great. I mean, Into the God Eternals is pretty good. Like, I think it's so, like, do we want a Hydroid Krasis or another Enter the God Eternals? He's got 2 creatures, so I would just take another one of these if we can find one. No attacks. I don't know. So, like, Krasis, Enter the God Eternals gives me a blocker too, right? And he's got 2 creatures. I mean, now he's got 1 creature, but Enter the God Eternals is basically Krasis, but it gives us a 4/4 blocker. Oh well, look at that. Now I think we +4 Krasis, unless there's one in graveyard, which is not Massacre Girl. Do we like Massacre Girl here? Not here. Maybe if you get some other items, some other cards out. Like some smaller creatures. Alright, so let's get Krasis. Yeah, so maybe Krasis was right, because it's basically the same thing. I guess it would have... The biggest I could have made Krasis would have been 3, which is bad against Lightning Strike, which they play a lot of. Whereas Into the God Eternals is guaranteed to be 4. So I don't like doing that, but I do like the fact that I'm going to gain the life back, make a blocker for this Chain Whirler, and then I have another Into the God Eternals in my hand, which he played another creature for, which is nice. This is a good play. This is a heads-up play by my opponent, though, by playing Chain Whirler first, because now I have to trade for this Chain Whirler, or I can't even block this Chain Whirler. It doesn't block profitably. Let's see. Is there anything in my graveyard I want to get back? Probably this other Enter the God Eternals. That seems good. Or maybe we want to get back a Cast Down. That's a good point too. That's a good point. That's something that I like. You know, playing with Tamiyo, that's something you got to learn. So here we can minus to get back Cast Down or Tyrant Scorn, and then we can Moment of Craving the Steamkin and kill the Chain Whirler. Yeah, I think that's where I'm coming. Yeah, so let's... Yeah, he's tapped out, so we'll go ahead and do this. I do think I like getting back the Cast Down a little more. Or I should have got a Tyrant Scorn. I was thinking in my head Tyrant Scorn. I like getting Tyrant Scorn a little more, because if he's playing Rekindling Phoenix or something, Cast Down can get the big Phoenix for the first half. That's what I was thinking in my head. That's not what I did, but that's what I was thinking in my head. Because it's a little more conditional, and it kills whatever's on the battlefield. Alright, yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot here.
Together is finished.
Correct, yeah, so you can only see my hand because you're watching me play. So, like, you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing. I guess I don't see myself, but... I think he has a Lightning Strike for his own Chain Whirler. If he does, I think that's fine. I guess I can't play Tamio's turn. That makes sense. Now we're getting in. We're at 15. We're in no... I guess it does go right back to the graveyard, too. For some reason, I thought it would have been exiled. That's really strong. I mean, I guess there's no really way to track it, since you put it back in your hand and not, like, exile it for the turn.
My friend is here to help you.
Oh, yeah. We can just kill him with our 12/12 Enter the God Eternals. Oh, yeah. Sorry, tongue click. That's loud. Probably. Boom. Big ol' zombie. Alright. Moving closer to the top 1,000. Alright, let's run it back. Yeah, that one was the W. Our opponent had a little bit of a mediocre draw, and we just drew. So the card that we played that killed this creature, made us that 4/4 token, and gained us life, is the best card in the matchup, I think. And we drew 3 of them, so pretty good. Thanks, Billy. Alright, so this is not a keepable hand because we don't have any lands. Also don't have any lands in this hand, so also throw that one away. This is going to have to do. So our opponent did mulligan. I think we keep that on top. Because if we draw this and then we draw any land, we can play this into Tamiyo. Well, there's another Tamiyo. It's not quite what I wanted to see. Two Tamiyos is not ideal. So we're playing against Gruul, but they haven't played anything yet, which is notable. Can play a Llanowar Elf right here, or just plus for funsies. So Narset seems okay. Oh, well. What is going on? So this card will let us -3, and we get to put a non-creature, non-land card in our hand. But oh, it's went to the bottom of our graveyard. But we saw 4 lands, so that was awkward. Because now we could play a riot creature and attack our Narset down, and we just, you know, 3 mana, gain 5 life or 4 life. Skargan Hellkite. That's a spicy one. It'll work nicely with our End of the God Eternals, I suppose. Alright, so here, play Tamiyo minus to get back Narset, I think. Because that's a guaranteed card, and this is definitely going to die next turn. Like 1000%. Or there's an argument for plussing. I guess if you paid 4 to spend his whole turn 2-ing here, and we're okay with that. I like minus, because we have another Tamiyo on our hands. Get back to Planeswalker. This is a guaranteed card. Wow. Excellent. Well, welcome. Yeah, it's a cool platform. Interacting with people like across the internet is pretty crazy situation.
I will call the dragons.
And the fact that like I put myself out here for people to watch, and then like I have videos on YouTube or like Twitch, and you know anybody can watch me anytime. Pretty crazy.
We will rise again.
All right, so we're not looking good here, especially since we have to keep doing this. I think we have to do this. Target player, we'll know ourselves. So we got to get rid of our opponent's threat. We make a blocker, but these fly. So there's such a high loyalty, like I can't even attack back into them. But I can play a Krasis next turn. Gain 1 life, 2 if I draw a card. So that puts me at 4, 8, 7, 9. So I'm dead in 2 turns. It gives me a chump blocker. Alright, so unless he plays a haste creature here, or I think we might not be as dead as we look. Now the question on the sideboard is, do I bring the Elder Spell in? Also, it is very hot in here. I'm gonna have to open the window after this. Because he's playing Sarkhan and Domri. Sarkhan's probably is kind of his win condition, so 1 Elder Spell is probably good. Oh, that's good too. Actually. Because now we're gonna take 8. We're gonna take 12 next turn. Yeah, I think we're dead. Yep. I think we're super dead. I guess if we, let's see, if we Narset, no, that's not gonna work. So I guess we do this for 4. Yeah, gain 2 life. Puts us at 7. We're taking 12. We can block 4. Puts us at 8. Yep, so if he attacks us, we're dead, so. Let's see what it's. Let's make him do it, though, huh? So my opponent has a slow draw that game, and we haven't. Oh, there's a Ghoul Spellbreaker. Yeah, now we're really dead. Alright, so now we gotta figure out a sideboard, because they could be really aggressive if they wanted to be. Narset seems not good here. It seems too slow. So what do we want to bring in? Cast Down seems good. Contempt is probably good. Ritual of Soot, I would typically say is very good against their deck, because they play a lot of 3 mana cost things, but it was not good against that draw. I don't think Negate is where we want to be, because they just play the Planeswalkers, and could probably Spell Pierce those if we really try. Massacre Girl and the Elder Spell is what I'm thinking about. Cry the Carnarian, their stuff gets too big. What do I cut? I don't know what to cut either. Because all these cards seem good here. Maybe we do cut the Spell Pierce. I guess Thought Erasure is probably kind of bad too. What if we minus the Thought Erasure, bring an Elder Spell, 2 Spell Pierce, keep 1 Thought Erasure? So Thought Erasure normally isn't good against the aggressive type decks, but they're a little bit slower. Alright, let's roll with this. Maybe we're supposed to cut, like, Planeswide Celebration, but that seems bad. I guess we could cut the whole reason, one of the whole reasons we're playing Tamiyo in this deck is for its advantages, but if we got Tamiyo on the Planeswide Celebrations, then we're playing a much more removal-heavy deck, but I think Tamiyo is just too busted when it's busted. So I don't know, chat. What do you think about the thought erasures here? Because I am stumped. All right. Well, let's see what we got. This seems like a good hand. We have removal, a blocker, and a Ritual of Soot, all of which we like. Mulligans, not bad. Alright, so Tyrant Scorn. If he plays the Llanowar Elves, we're definitely going to Tyrant Scorn it. Yeah. Especially since we have another Tyrant Scorn. Let's see, destroy. So he mulligans. So he could be light on lands. I guess there is an argument for just Tyrant Scoring whatever he plays. But there's a small possibility that Llanowar Elves is going to do more lifting for him than we had anticipated. Tyrant Scorn this. Maybe. So when we get the Growth Chamber Guardian, there's some argument for trying to get him after he adapted. Because I guess there's really no reason to do it right now. I guess if he did 0 things, then we're kind of forced to Tyrant Scorn it, and then he adapts in response, and he gets a card. So I really would like the Ritual Soot to be a 2-for-1. So let's play the Jade Light Ranger, even though it gets hit with my Ritual of Soot. Because I really would like him to commit more to the board. I mean, we already have an answer to the Planeswalker and the Elder Spell, so I don't think we need the Spell Pierce. And it's much worse when our opponent knows about it. Yeah, because here I can block him if I just trade with him if I have any incentive to, which I do. Because this Jade Light Ranger is just going to die anyway if I Ritual Soot him away, so might as well try and draw an answer for the Crawl Harpooner. Oh, Tyrant Scorn. Excellent. Alright, so here we're going to wait until my opponent's turn. Because there is some argument for wanting to cast our Ritual of Soot if he plays some stuff out. And just get the Gitten while the Gitten's good. Huh. Tyrant Scorn or Kindling Phoenix is really good against both of these cards. That's unfortunate. I guess return it to its owner's hand. That seems like I'm just delaying the inevitable, though. Well, we could Ugin plus. Have it yeah, so here's what I like doing. So I'm going to Ugin, I'm going to plus. So if my opponent has no other effects, then Ugin goes to 1. And then I can get another creature. Like, it's not great. But like Ugin minus 10 or Kindling Phoenix isn't great either. Well, now our Ugin's definitely dead. So maybe, like Ugin... We just don't really have anything to do there. Don't think we want this land in our hand. I think we'd rather... Well, I guess we trade the land for a blocker because that makes Ugin live another turn, so we're going to get a 2-2 regardless. Oh, it's gonna trample. Duh. Well, we have a land now. Yeah, this has not worked out how we had hoped it would work out. So Kingdom Fitness really kind of threw a wrench into our plans. So we do have answers to it. We have Brass's Contempt, which is, I think, our only clean answer, aside from double spelling it. Like, trying to cast down and then casting Ritual, so it could be good enough. So we're definitely going to lose this Rekindling Phoenix if we don't draw Brass's Contempt. But if we just take 7 next turn, go to 6, and then untap... So I think... It feels really bad wasting a turn, but I think we're higher percentage to win if we give ourselves a chance to draw this cast down as an out as well. Because otherwise, cast down's not an out. Because if we Ritual Sit now, then we cast it down, then we have the token line around, nothing to do with it. Hydroid Krasis. So we're going to gain, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can Hydroid Krasis for 6, gain 3 life, go to 8. Present a blocker. Yeah, we're still dead. So... Now do we want to cast our Hydroid Krasis for... I don't think so. So I think if he's got it, he's got it. I say boldly. But, like, what's our game plan? We draw 1 card off of Hydroid Krasis. We buy... Yeah, okay, so we got shocked. So we draw 1 card off of Hydroid Krasis. We buy ourselves a turn... Well, he could have shocked the Krasis anyway. So we would have died either way. So I think we were dead to shock either way there. Alright, so that didn't go well. But what it does give me a chance to do is get some water. And while we're finding our opponent. So I'm going to grab some water real quick, so don't mind me. Also going to open a window because it's hot in here. Sidetrack with a capital K, eh? Alright. Oh, yes. We'll go first. Thanks. That looks like a pretty good hand. We can't cast Narset. But what we can do is everything else except for Casualties of War. So we're going to keep this. I guess we have the same amount of... We have slightly more untapped green sources, I think. But we have the same amount of untapped black and untapped blue sources. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Thanks for stopping by, Billy. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure. Enjoy the movie. Let's see. So this does not compare to the lawyer life in any way. It is nothing like being a lawyer, which I think is probably good. Okay, so Tyrant scorn the Llanowar Elves. Yeah. It's like a Tyrant scorn whenever he plays from Llanowar Elves. I'll just see what he plays. I guess he could go Baby Teferi, and then that's real bad for me. Or he could just play nothing, and that's fine too. Yeah, there are quite a number of lawyers. I guess there's, you know, I don't know if there's a higher population of lawyers that and like do very well at competitive Magic versus any other profession, but some of the top players are lawyers. I don't know what that says about being a lawyer. It's not my stat. But I won't argue with it. Alright, yeah, so maybe I should have cut the thought. No, I meant to hit graveyard. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so interchangeable threat, that's a good way to think about it. Well, we drew a land, so all's well that ends well, I suppose. So we'll attack first, and then we gotta decide if we want to play God Eternal Kepnet or Narset. I have no idea. I guess our opponent might be playing Nexus, which one school of thought says you just want to get the beats on as fast as possible and kill them as fast as possible, which Narset would put them on a, what, 2-turn clock? Like, I guess 2 attacks after this one. Or God Eternal Kepnet would be. Narset would shut them off from drawing cards, which I guess isn't super important this early in the game. I don't think they play main deck counterspells, so let's go. Let's go. Well, we could just draw lands right when we need them, and that's going to be great. Sure. Frilled Mystic. Okay. So not on Nexus. Ah. Blue-green ramp, maybe? Give me that land for this Casualties of War, though. Yeah, we did. Yes, we did. We're gonna be able to kill their forest and their land and their Nissa. I'm just so excited right now. And I think we also win. But that is not why I'm excited. So we are going to destroy this creature. We're going to destroy this land. Yeah, we're going to win, but that has nothing to do with why I'm excited. Alright. Woo! I am pumped. Alright. That was pretty sweet. I haven't played against this deck very much, so I don't really know what's important. So I'm kind of just going in blind here. Probably want Negate. That seems like a good start. Take out Kepnet. Okay, I guess they could just steal it, and that's no good for us. Duress is probably good. Narset's probably okay. Is there anything else we don't want? I honestly have no idea, like, how much removal do I leave in? Okay, Ritual of Soot, got it. I mean, do I cut the Inner the God Eternals? That seems like the life is probably irrelevant, and it just gives them another target to steal. So that's where I'm going to start. Maybe we cut this, bring in an Elder Spell. Or maybe we're supposed to bring a Moment of Craving for their... let's roll with this. I don't know if it's right or not, but we ran out of time. So, that's how we feel about that. Alright, this hand seems reasonable. Breeding Pool. So, we have a removal spell for their Llanowar if they play one, which they did not. So I don't think our life particularly matters here, and I would like to hold up Negate in case they try to play a 3-mana Planeswalker. Well, there's a Spell Pierce, so that's gonna disguise our Spell Pierce real good. Again, I don't think our life is particularly relevant, but I don't see them playing 2 spells in 1 turn on 4 mana, so we might as well go ahead and conserve it. They are gonna... This is Frilled Mystic, though, which is real annoying, because I would like to play this Hydroid Gracis. But I'm just gonna pass the turn. So we're gonna have to run into the Frilled Mystic at some point. That's fine. And that Chemistry Insight seems pretty sweet with the Frilled Mystic. You got it, bud. Because I was like, oh no, Frilled Mystic, and then he just drew a bunch of cards on me here. So now I think this is probably a good time to cast our first Hydroid Krasis. For 2. Draw a card, gain a life, hold up Spell Pierce. Alright, so maybe he doesn't have Frilled Mystic, he just has infinite Chemister's Insight. Look how many cards he has. Alright, well, Spell Pierce that. Alright, so how important is keeping up Negate? I'd probably say it's pretty important. I wanna tap this right. Oh, so how do I... Because I want to make sure I leave a blue up. So we can do X equals 2 again. Our opponent's spamming nice, which is very nice of him. It's pretty clear we have a negate up, because otherwise we would just slammed it for 3. Sure, you got that. I don't know why our opponents insist on spamming nice. We haven't done anything particularly salty. Maybe his button's broken. Good game. Alright. Well, that was that. Our opponent was a very nice guy, apparently. Alright, so we haven't played much of our Vraska 4 yet, but I kind of like it better than the Frilled Mystic here. Because, like, we don't have anything to do. I guess we have Tyrant Scorn and, like, some removal spells, but especially in the matchups those come out. I guess there's not really a matchup where those come out and Frilled Mystic stays in, I suppose. If this were a black land, we would snap keep this. Alas, it is not. This is better. We'll draw more lands, he said, confidently. Okay, so here's a question. Here's something I don't know the answer to. Do I Thought Erasure here or on my opponent or on my third turn? I think I hold up Spell Pierce to get his Thought Erasure, and then Thought Erasure on the turn after. Okay. So now we got this. Okay. So it looks like we're playing Esper Super Friends, which I have not played against, but I watched the SCG coverage in the background today, so pretty much a pro. Got 3 mana, so Narset is the only thing he can cast, but he can't even cast it. Also, we have a Spell Pierce. I think Dovin, because Dovin's the only thing he can cast. Put that on top. And we have a Spell Pierce. But Dovin doesn't particularly matter, it does tax our spells, but he can't cast anything else. And like I said, we have the Spell Pierce if we need it. Alright, so put that into play tapped, pass the turn. I gotta move my mic so I can see the stupid pass button. Maybe that'll work. Okay, we'll Spell Pierce that. I don't think our life is particularly relevant here, so let's just go ahead and get another counter on our Hydrate Crisis. That'll take care of a Narset that minuses once. I guess this kind of incentivizes the Kaya's Wrath, especially because he still can't cast Narset. Kasmina, okay.
And I may offer my guidance.
Again, I can just attack this down, so he gets to loot, look for his blue land. Alright, bye Kasmina.
My schemes are ruined.
Alright, so let's lead with a Jadelight Ranger. Land, well that's easy. We don't need a mana up for anything. Hold up Scorn to bounce Krasis, that's a next level play. Look at you. It's like you played this deck a couple times before. Or maybe you read an article. Alright, I mean, same concept I guess, right? I guess like a counter spell for his cast down? Alright. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Because now I can't attack his Krasis. It's a Fairy Time Raveler. Another Tyrant Scorn. So we could Contempt and then Krasis for 1. Which I don't like at all. I can't draw cards off Krasis, so I might as well Contempt the Narset. Baby Teferi is super annoying, though. What's he gonna do? I could Scorn and attack the Narset. Alright, but wait, so like you could Baby Teferi bounce my Jadelight Ranger, but that's probably fine for me. Yeah, I mean that's where we got. Cause like casting Krasis for 1 seems real bad. Alright, I mean I can't cast a second Scorn instant speed now. But I think that's fine. He will be able to cast the Kaya's Wrath at instant speed, which I'm not a huge fan of. But I will be able to draw a ton of cards. So now do I attack? If I attack, he probably blocks. But he probably just Kaya's Wrath anyway. There's a chance he doesn't block. But that seems like a very low chance. So I'm just going to leave my Jadelight Ranger. Just chillin'. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't leave my Tyrant Scorn up for when he Wraths because of Teferi. Yeah. Draw me some cards. Those are some good Magic cards. Like, I've seen good Magic cards, I've seen bad Magic cards. These are all in the good category, I think. Take his whole turn to cast the Wrath.
I've got time.
Those are good cards. Alright, so Thought Erasure my Ugin. No. My Tamiyo. Interesting. I mean, maybe he's got another Teferi in his hands. But I think the obvious play is to play Ugin minus Teferi. He must have another Teferi in his hand. But do I care? I don't think I care. That was really weird. I should have played my tap land instead of my untap land, but... Yeah, so big Teferi, bounce Ugin?
If you show remorse, I'll show you. You need to slow down.
Okay. God Eternal Kefnet. I think I just Hydroid Krasis for a bunch. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I guess that's better than doing it for 8. No, I can't. Oh, this is a big Teferi. So if I need 2, that's so 2 to cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 for better tap my mana, right? I don't know how to tell how you tap your mana there. Alright. No, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Narset, sure.
If you wish to surrender now.
And then we can get his big Teferi. There's a baby Teferi, which is mildly annoying. Is he gonna do bounce our Hydroid Crisis? Probably not.
Thank me later. Let's try this.
Alright, well let's start by attacking. And we're gonna attack Big Teferi, because he's the most threatening of the Planeswalkers. Oh no. That seemed like a great top deck. Because he drew that off of the Teferi. Alright, so we can Ugin and God Eternal Capnet this turn. So the music is getting so intense.
My presence alone will guide you.
I mean, he's probably just going to bounce the Capnet, but I mean, whatever. You can't Thought Erasure us during our upkeep, which I'm a fan of.
No, I am not making.
Why kill Little Teferi, not Big Teferi? Well, I mean, he could just have another Big Teferi, because that's how magic works.
Right on schedule.
Wow, what a set of cards our opponent's drawing, too. Big was on 3, but I didn't want him to draw more cards.
Anyone would be so foolish as to face me.
Alright, well, Thought Erasure's a good draw. Let's do this first.
Ether itself serves me.
So, wow, okay. I think we're pretty dead. Maybe not necessarily. Alright, so we'll get the Liliana out of his hand. Tamiyo seems good. Get whatever we want. Play Kefnet. Oh, what's the Little Teferi on? 2. So if we play Kefnet and Jade Light Ranger. Well, that's not how I want to tap my lands for Kefnet. So I guess if we play Jade Light Ranger and then library. We won't be able to cast that with Kefnet, which is a little annoying. Because if we were to hit our 1-up Vraska's Contempt, that would be super clutch. But we do have a lot of things on the battlefield, and he's just going to be able to present one blocker with the Wizard, which we can Tyrant Scorn away. And then we can get rid of a couple Planeswalkers. So despite the fact that he's got 100,000 Planeswalkers, I guess I didn't see that coming. Alright, and there goes our Ugin. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what this guy's doing. He's doing everything. So we can't cast that. We know we can't cast that.
Secrets manifest before you.
What's in our graveyard? Vraska's Contempt in the graveyard. So that seems like a good place to start. So if we do that, get back our Vraska's Contempt. Get the big Teferi. Tyrant Scorn the Wizard. Attack. Kasmina? So this Tyrant Vraska's gonna cost 6 to play. Which we have enough mana to do that, I think. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have exactly enough mana. So I guess we can't Tyrant Scorn the Wizard, so
I am Tamiyo. It is an honor to meet
we're gonna
you.
get our Vraska's Contempt.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Get the big Teferi. We have to pay 7. Did I do my math wrong? Oh, the Dovin tax. I did do my math wrong. It's too good. Alright, well. Let's do... None of these are great. None of these options are great. So let's destroy this guy. Oops. So we want to keep our Captain back. There's no reason to attack with him. God, there's no real good attack here. I guess if we get the Kazmina, he can't make another wizard.
Don't be difficult.
So then we have the blockers on the ground, or the attackers on the ground. Because, like, I figured that was gonna happen. Another Teferi. Bounce one of our
This isn't a
tutus.
fight you can win. Oh, I've done the hero thing.
Yeah, this is a very interesting match, because, like, he's not... Like, this Teferi Hero Dominator is very problematic.
Looking to elevate yourself. Perhaps a
But, like,
pair of
these are all on a wall. This is on 3, I suppose.
We need to move quickly.
So if we can land a Vraska's attempt on this big Teferi, that's step 1. We'll be in good shape. Can I double Ugin? Teferi's only on 2. But if this Teferi lives, I can... So I think the safest play is probably to Ugin the big Teferi. And then this Tamiyo's gonna live, right? So that's the safest play, I think, because I really want to get rid of this big Teferi. And there's no, like, I don't want my Vraska's to get countered.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Alright. What can we name with Tamiyo?
Seek and find.
We can name Vraska Golgari Queen, that would be good. Casualties of War would also be okay. I think I like Vraska Golgari Queen better. Because all of his... To get rid of his Narset. Or his Dovin. Can't do that though. So now we can... Contempt the Dovin.
This outcome
Alright.
surprises even me.
I have no idea if I navigated this turn correctly. Just no clue. But now he's out of Planeswalkers he can activate. He could play Big Teferi, bounce my Tamiyo. That would be the worst world for us. But then, okay. Wow. Good job, chat. That was an incredibly intricate set of turns, and I don't know if we did it right, or if I did it right. But the little rope really gets on you, man. Alright. So, what do we want here? We definitely want the Elder Spells. Duress, Narset, Negate. Contempt. Bloodfast. Do they bring anything out of the sideboard? I don't think I was playing Thief of Sanity. So we can probably get rid of the Tyrant Scorn. Into the God Eternals. We gotta cut one more card. Planeswide Celebration seems... this seems too good. There's just too much at the top end. Because making four attackers seems really good. But at the same time, like, all these cards are good. So we could cut a Jade Light Ranger. We could cut a Vraska, but I like Vraska. It's a built-in answer to their 3-mana Planeswalkers. I don't know, what do you think, chat? I'm leaning towards a Jade Light Ranger. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe we cut a Krasis. Because Jade Light Ranger is good pressure early. Alright, I cut a Krasis. I don't know if that's right. Don't at me on Twitter. Jade Light Ranger is an attacker on the ground early. I can't imagine they have much removal in post board, which is good for Krasis, but Krasis is a little bit better later in the game. Whereas if we miss our land drops, we're kind of not in a good spot. This seems like a fine hand. I don't want double Tamiyo. That doesn't seem like the best. I hate playing against Auto Erasure. It's too good. Because now my negate's gone. And he's gonna play a 3-mana Planeswalker unchecked. And then I'm gonna do nothing. And we're not in a good spot already.
Meditate and prepare.
Yep, no, that's not what we want. So now we're gonna be 2 Planeswalkers behind already.
Thoughtfulness before action.
Guess we play God Eternal Kefnet? I guess he's just gonna bounce the God Eternal Kefnet.
For my excellent timing.
So that seems like a... maybe he's Landlight. But at the same token, Argyl's Bloodfast, when we don't have a counter, when he doesn't have a counter spell up, seems clutch. I guess I can always get it back with the Tamiyo if it gets countered. That presumes I resolve the Tamiyo. Alright, I'm playing Bloodfast. And then we can draw a card at the end of turn. So, I like sneaking that in under the counter spell. Because I assume he's playing Dovin's Veto. Well, and now I even represent the gate, and he's like, you know what? Don't care. Don't care one bit. Let me just jam it. Just put it right in.
This isn't a fight you can win. Hold that thought.
I mean, it's probably right, but still. Annoying. Because he saw I had Tamiyo. He saw I got Eternal Kefnet. Ah. Alright, I would like to do this. Tamiyo. I mean, we gotta see if this is gonna stick. Alright. Take it easy, Samuel. Thanks for the tips and the tricks. I appreciate it. Yeah, maybe we can make it to the top 1,000 tonight.
Don't worry, I got this.
So he plays Dovin. Minuses on Kefnet. The Elder Spell to Fairy combo kill.
I'm sorry I
Yep.
have to do this.
That happened. That happened. Alright, so I was thinking to myself, how do we win this game? Narset is in the game plan. So let's attack first. The reason Narset is in the game plan is because they can only draw 1 card a turn.
I really should have seen that coming.
I think it's not going to be good enough, but I think that is step 1. I guess they're just going to exile Narset. So I guess that's not even that good. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this game. I think we're just super dead.
We are but notes in a vast fabric of the multiverse.
I think we are just so dead. Alright, well I'm not going to reveal my land. Tamiyo.
I would like to ask about any lunar anomalies.
Is there anything we can do that would? We just want the fastest clock we possibly can have. Is there anything in our... What do we have in our graveyard? We have a negate. So let's...
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Let's get a... Let's get a Hydroid Crisis. Nope. Alright.
I know 88. I have just the trick.
Spell Pierce, sure. So it's not just like he's gonna like... I guess the idea is that he's presented enough Planeswalkers where he feels like he can't get our creatures exiled, and then eventually he'll exile our creatures. Well, now he's gonna bounce our Kefnet, and now we're basically 0% to win this game. Alright. That's enough of that. Alright. So. Not see any creatures. So I think all of these are out. Hydroid Krasis, I think, is still good enough. Bloodfast looked pretty bad that game, but I still am convinced that that's what you want here, because we're gonna be trying to trade our resources. Planeswide Celebration might be too slow, but making that many attackers seems really good. Alright, I'm gonna cut it. It might be too slow. Maybe we just want to be the aggro here. Aggro. We don't. I mean, I don't think we want Massacre Girl, but. Ugh. Alright, what do we got? This is an interesting hand, because I can't cast Negate, but it. Or I can cast Negate, it's a hand on cover. I can't cast Elder Spell. I go first. I don't really have any ways to catch up on cards. I think I have to mulligan this. Okay. Negate seemed good off the top. I'm fine with that. So we can Thought Erasure, and then we'll have Negate up for his turn 3 play. So we have to take his Thought Erasure. Even though I'd like to take his Teferi, because I want to keep my Negate. Jade Light Ranger is probably pretty good, actually, because it's going to get us 2 land towards our lands. It does kind of put some weird pressure on us. If he draws a blue source, we want to have Negate up. So I think we want to keep Negate up, because we don't want him to land any Planeswalkers here. Okay. So now I guess... Maybe I was supposed to play Jade Light Ranger there, because now I'm like kind of priced into keeping Negate up until like turn 5, when I can Jade Light Ranger then Negate the same turn. But that's not great. And it might have been better just to have the creature on the battlefield. We'll put that on the top of the library. I'll represent Negate for whatever it's worth, because the life isn't particularly relevant here. And if he draws the land, he's just going to play Teferi, so...
War is coming. My students are loyal and brilliant.
Alright, so I like Krasis here. Oops. That was a weird bug. I like Krasis here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I like Krasis here because it gives us a attacker in the air to threaten his planeswalkers with. And if he plays Teferi, then I can play Ugin and get the Teferi. So that's why I like that. I mean, I guess if he has Dovin's Veto, that's pretty bad for us.
I know my responsibility.
I'm gonna bounce
You
my
need to take a time out.
Krasis. Okay. Ugin. It's a little unfortunate because Ugin's gonna die, but I really don't want this Teferi to stick around.
I can relate.
No attacks. We have a Spell Pierce up for whatever that's worth. Which if he plays Narset is no good for us. Yeah, sure.
My brothers keep an open mind.
Baby Teferi. Play a land to do it. Play a land to do it. I dare you. The Elder Spell. I don't think that's something we want to counter. I guess it does put counters on his Kasmina, which is kind of annoying. So maybe I'll make him... Like, that sucks, but our Spell Pierce is getting worse and worse. So Ugin's just going to die anyway, but this way I can attack back and kill his Narset. Instead of it getting more counters. And then we can play Tamiyo. Can we get anything to cast it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything for 4? Thought Erasure. Getting back Ugin's not the worst either, but I think I like Thought Erasure. Pluck one of the threats out of his hand. Thought Erasure, because this... She's just gonna die too. Maybe I'm supposed to not let her die. Ooh, an Ugin of his own. I think I have to take that. That's just game over. Yeah, he's got a stacked hand. I don't know how I beat that. We'll be able to make more blockers with Kazmina after he Elder Spells my Tamiyo. But I guess if he Elder Spells my Tamiyo and puts 2 counters on his Kazmina, like, worse things could happen to us. And next turn, yeah, get it. Next turn we're going to draw Hydrate Crisis, draw a bunch of cards.
I have become too involved with my work.
Might bounce with Teferi, but I think that's okay.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, he's got an Upkeep Thought Erasure, which he did not play. So let's see. He plus, you may cast sorcery spells as though they had flash, so you can't respond to a land drop. He missed it. Unless did he know I have the Hydra Crisis on top? I don't think so. There's no eyeball by it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gonna get to pick the best card out that I draw, but sure. Well, when you draw 2 lands and a Vraska, it's really easy to pick the best card, I suppose. But what are you gonna do, right? Now, Jade Light Ranger is gonna trade eventually, so I might as well get that out of the way. So that sucks. He's gonna Thought Erasure away my Vraska, which I do like Vraska here because it kills the Teferi, but such is life, I suppose.
Let's try this.
Now he has to choose between Hydrate Crisis or Vraska. I assume he takes... I guess Hydrate Crisis draws me a bunch more cards, whereas all Vraska does is kill the Teferi, which is kind of done its thing anyway. Alright, well, let's see what you got there. I will take that. I will keep that. I guess if I kill this, end up in a bunch of cards, but I think I'd rather just get his Teferi, because he can make a kill it, put more counters on Kazmina, but sure, whatever. So Contempt is not a threat per se, but it does answer a spell, like it answers a Teferi, which I'm a huge fan of.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Because, you know, Thought Erasure was in the mode, take your Teferi, you just get another Teferi. Because that happens sometimes. Alright, so just nice and brass Contempty there.
It's only a matter of time.
Alright, now we're just kind of drawing up the top. He's got a slight advantage because he's got a 2/2. But, and as any any Planeswalker I play, it's gonna do something right away, so I guess that's good enough. Jade Light Ranger seems good. I like this. So, I like this because even though he's gonna Elder Spell it away, I get 1 activation off of it, and that can find me my next business spell. Is he gonna play Command the Dreadhorde? Is that what's about to happen? He was looking at my graveyard. I think they run a couple in the sideboard. Don't Command the Dreadhorde me, bro. Yeah, he's looking at his graveyard now. If he casts Command the Dreadhorde, like, we just lose. Like, it's just game over. I think he is. Yep. Ugh. And now he can use all his abilities. Elder Spell. I guess doesn't have enough mana. Next turn he can Elder Spell up Teferi. Yeah, that was. Do we have anything that can deal 1 to him?
Everyone is expendable.
No is the
except me.
answer. We do have our Elder Spell, though. He didn't get his baby to fairy, so he can't cast at instant speed. So unless he has Spell Pierce wouldn't be good enough. Oh, now there's his baby to fairy. So he can... So we have a shot.
Past, present,
Chat.
and future are bound
Chat, what do you
by
think?
threads of time.
So we have 2 Elder Spells. According to my little tracker, we have a 5.7% chance of drawing it. I don't know how that multiplies by 4, but let's find out.
Hone your prowess.
Yup. Yes! We did it, chat. Somebody clip that. I gotta learn how to clip that. That was nice. And we have infinite activations of this Narset. I guess he can Elder Spell it, but whatever.
You are a mighty
Now he's
warrior.
at 2.
I can see.
Trust me, I have a plan.
So we're in the game still. I still think we're behind, even though he's at 2. But Tamiyo's a good draw. Oh well. Tamiyo was a good draw. Because it could have gotten back any spell we wanted. Nope. And my creatures aren't especially good. Oh well. This is so sad. We got there,
Hold that thought.
and then we have stopped getting there. We have ungot there.
I'll protect you.
What do we got? What do we got? Well, we got a breeding pool. That's not good. Yeah, so if we let this Teferi, like, we're just gonna lose to just pure card volume at this point.
That's more like it.
Yeah. So I guess our only hope is to draw our next Elder Spell, because we're already behind again. We have some turns, but not a lot. And he probably plays Dovin's Veto. Casualties of War is a good start. So we don't Planeswalker land creature, so we can get... And it's going to let him draw a card. Do we even want to get a creature? I think we're just dead. So I don't even know if we want to draw a card, actually. So let's just do Planeswalker and land. We're gonna get to Fairy, and we'll get this land. And to Fairy. So I like that better than Liliana. Because Liliana's not really dangerous until she gets her ultimate, because, like, I don't care about these guys. Like, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose.
Let me know if you're up for round 2.
Oh, well, now I'm gonna lose, chat. Alright, well, that was an interesting game. We had our ups and our downs. We had our good times and our bad times. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. But those are some interesting matches. Alright, let's play a few more. Racing 089. I go first and I have tap land. I don't like that. The rest of my hand is very good though. This is too slow though. And this is much better. This is a much better hand. These cards are so good. Hopefully we can set ourselves up with a Jadelight Ranger or some 3-drop. Hydroid Krasis. I like having access to that. So Hydroid Krasis is not a land. But it's actually pretty good here. where Thought Eraser is not going to be good. So I don't want to shock myself to Thought Erasure then, because, like, I mean, what are they going to do on turn 2? Play a creature? I guess they could play Steamkin. And we don't have a 3-drop anyway. And I don't want to shock myself with a 3-drop anyway. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the Thought Erasure. We have a removal spell for next turn. Ooh. Interesting. It is Rakdos. He cannot even play Fireblade Artist. So let's take the light up the stage. We want that land on top. So we're like kind of playing a turn behind because all our lands are coming into play tapped. But we definitely can't shock ourselves. Look how much direct burn he has. He's got, what, 8 in his hand right now? Alright, so we're gonna keep the Scorn in our hand and see if he draws a black source so we can get this Fireblade Artist. Which just says haste, so we definitely would have cast it, so. Let's do this. We'll kill his Fanatical Firebrand. Because I guess he could play like Steamkin afterwards or something, but then we can Vraska and get it. Pyromancer, okay, sure. Spell Pierce. So Kefnet is basically invincible. He does have 2 spells in his hand now. And if he draws a land, he could light... Oh, he doesn't even need a land. So he could spend his whole turn casting Wizard's Lightning and Shock at my Kefnet. And then I go to 8. And then I untap and can Krasis. Or Vraska Golgari Queen. Because I could cast Vraska, get rid of his threat. She eats... I think Kefnet's the best. Because he either spends his whole turn getting rid of Kefnet, and therefore not pointing that 5 damage directly at my face, or he casts his Hasty Haste creature, and then I can chump one of these. I guess I could block here. He's gonna Wizard's Lightning, God Eternal Kefnet, which I think is fine. And then Pyromancer will stick around. I will do that. That sounds good. I would like a 4 or 5 blocker on top of my library. Thank you. Huh. Tyrant Scorn seems good here too, but let's cast Vraska up, because I guess he could go land Chandra or 4 mana spell Experimental Frenzy. That wouldn't be great for us. But Vraska's gonna take at least 1 hit. I mean, maybe he just doesn't care about Vraska. Maybe he just attacks me. I assume he should just attack me, actually. No, because I guess Vraska will plus and then minus. Interesting, he's not shocking the Vraska, though. I guess the Vraska could get my the shock and get my baby Krasis I'm about to play. Well, not anymore. My Krasis will be at 3 counters, which blocks this Fireblade Artist. Gains me a life, draws me a card, which is God Eternal Kefnet. So now he could combo kill the Fireblade Artist. Alright. I mean, he's making some progress here. He's not doing nothing. You were the critics. That was a very good play. I thought that was good. And he's got the shock in his hand. So if I got Eternal Kefnet, he Fireblade Artist, sacrifice Pyromancer, gets me to 3 as a shock in his hand. So Lightning Strike, I can counter it. I could Tyrant Scorn the Fireblade Artist right now, and then I don't have a blocker, and then I'm dead to Lightning Strike. I think I'm just dead to I think I guess I could Tyrant Scorn Fireblade Artist. I still take 2. He shocks me, puts me at 1, and I can Spell Pierce whatever he plays, then I untap and I'm at 1. I'm gonna put the blocker out. I don't know if that's right. You may sacrifice a creature. So I think you only do it once. Does not sacrifice a creature. You just cast another Pyromancer and I'm just dead. Maybe not actually. Oops. So I'll block here. He's gonna try and shock me. Then I'm gonna Spell Pierce it. I'm gonna be a 1. There's so, I mean, Hydroid Crisis is obviously my best draw. Or Enter the God Eternals would win me the game on the spot, I think. Alright, what do you got? Block. Kill the other Pyromancer. Alright, what do you got? Gutter Bones. Give me that Enter the God Eternal. Hydroid Crisis. Now we are in business. That is, I can do this for 5. Gain me some life. Get me some cards. Get me Enter the God Eternals. I think we just win unless he just draws a Lightning Strike off the top. We gotta dodge 1 draw step. Like, maybe I could get in 4 damage here, but doesn't seem worth it. Decline. So I guess if he has a removal spell, if he has a Lightning Strike, he would have just Lightning Strike me. I guess Shock would have been good for him there. He would not gain the life. Alright, now I think we can turn the corner. Maybe we should attack with both there, because that gives them a 1-turn clock instead of a 2-turn clock. But I was at 7, which seems like a lot. Alright, so he's playing Rakdos aggro. Probably substantially similar sideboarding to Mono Red. Moment of Craving, Cast Down, Cry, Ritual Soot, Vraska, Massacre Girl. Cut. Thought Erasure. Narset. Let's see. 4 cards left to cut. Ugin. The Elder Spell. I put the Elder, I don't know why I put the Elder Spell in there. That was a mistake. What am I missing? I'm supposed to get the Fresco Golgari Queen, just a very expensive removal spell. Alright. See if we can run it back. I can keep this. We have Tyrant Scorn. We have a Jadeite Ranger for as a roadblock. And then we have a Crisis after we presumably hit our land drops. I'm fine with that. Dino ready, go. Hello. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Alright, so Gutter Bones. Ritual Soot is good. Alright, so we're gonna let our opponent's turn go. Because there's no point in Tyrant Scorning now. The Firebrand. So, like, I guess I could get the Gutter Bones because it does more damage. But he's just gonna be able to bring it back. We got this Tibalt, which is annoying. It's gonna make our Hydroid Crisis a little worse. Unless we can do something about it. That is something to do about it. I kind of like that, actually. Because this also makes my Jadeite Ranger profitably block the Gutter Bones. And if he attacks with everything, we can just attack back at the Tybalt, I suppose. And we'll see how he plays his turn out. Ah. Headphones got caught. Alright, well let's seems like a free block. Or should I block the devil? Either way, it's weak to Chain Whirler, but he can't cast Chain Whirler on the mana he has. I doubt they even play it. This just gives him something to do. Let's actually take the devil out. More Gutter Bones. Okay, sure.
Oh, they're so cute.
Okay, so now what can we do this turn? We can play a Breedable Tap, that seems good. We can play defense for one more turn. So we could Tyrant Scorn that and attack now. So we're going to play defense for one more turn. I think we will block the Gutter Bones this time. Because if he gets it back and then plays it again, which is something he could do with the mana he has up, then I can get it with the Ritual of Soot eventually. So let's block here. I guess actually Tyrant Scorn right now. Because the Gutter Bones kind of have a little bit of diminishing returns, because he's not going to be able to... I guess he could spend his full turn getting both of them back. Something he could do. Experimental Frenzy. If we can ever get to Casualties of War, that's going to line up real nice. Alright. Get rid of Tybalt.
New tortures are needed.
I kind of want to... I mean, this is only one card. But getting us to Casualties of War would be good. Harrison, what's up, my friend? Actually, I won't be at GP Providence. I will be... I'll be in Texas. My friend has a Memorial Day party every year, and I always go. Last year I lined up with something, a GP something or other, and this year I lined up with Providence. Maybe it was DC last year, which is unfortunate because I would love to go to Providence. Are you gone? You headed there? So we'll just trade here because this dies the Ritual of Soot. Even though we paid, I guess I only paid 4 for it, but even though you could pay $1 million for it, it just dies the Ritual of Soot. Which we can't even cast, by the way. Kefnet presents a really good blocker. Krasis dies and blocks. That's my deciding factor here. We do need a second black, though. Yeah! Yeah, I got there with the Super Friends deck. Trying to crack the top 1,000. Yeah, it is limited. I've been playing a lot of Standard because of the PPTQs. But I have not played this limited format once. I didn't get a chance to go to a pre-release. And I just been playing Standard preparing for MCQs, sorry. So how do you like it? Is it good? People have talked about it being very powerful. So put these all back in his hand, which he can't cast. So now we can play a Krasis for 3, which blocks better. Hopefully that gets us to our lands. Does not. Boom. So Samuel yelled at me for attacking here, but Krasis, the Experimental Frenzy will get us eventually. And we have a blocker. I guess if you could remove the Krasis, that could be bad. I guess maybe he might blow up his Frenzy. Because he just has all kinds of gas in his hand. Discard the Gutter Bones, that makes sense. I honestly don't know if I want to Casualties of War his Frenzy away. As weird as that sounds. So 7, that's a 2-turn clock. And I have a Vraska's Contempt, which will gain me 2 life. I'm going for it. Gotta risk it to get the biscuit. Because what does he do? He untaps. He could blow up his Frenzy right here. Untap, play... I guess he could just Lightning Strike, Lightning Strike, Lightning Strike. then that I got a Vrask's Contempt for his 1/1. I'm going for it. Tell me it's wrong. Probably wrong. But yeah, so Samuel or somebody was telling me, maybe it was Twitter, the Magic Universe at large, that it feels like playing Cube, which is interesting to me. Because it makes sense, because Cube's full of, like, you know, all kinds of powerful Planeswalker effects and that type of thing. But I really hate drafting on Arena, though. I'm not a good drafter to begin with, but, like, the bots seem like a lot to me. Alright, is he gonna kill us this turn? Well, he might kill us this turn. Alright, so we want to stop before his combat to remove this Legion War boss. That was a pretty good turn. And we have a Spell Piercer, whatever's left. And now I feel a little bit better of Casualties of War, because I can get a tapped out Firebrand, I suppose, but like, not that much better. A Krasis would be nice. Ha! Look at that. So now I think... Oh man. Magic is hard. So if I Krasis for 4... Only thing that's really susceptible is Lava Coil or Lightning Strike and a Firebrand. I guess I'm not going to attack this turn. Even though I attacked last turn, it seems inconsistent. I mean, if you make a mistake, you don't want to double down on it. And I thought it was a little risky to begin with. And this is a 2-turn clock. Like, he dies next turn anyway if he doesn't deal with these creatures. So... Strike me. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't attack, because that seems like the recipe to lose. So we want to block Fireblade Artist and Dreadhorde Butcher. I think. Here... Any arguments for... Because I'm going to win... I think I should just block the Butcher. Puts me at 4. Which I guess he could go... Shock off the top. But if he goes Shock, more power to him. Did I do my math wrong? I did my math wrong. I'm a lawyer, not a mathematician. Alright, well, we won. So that's all that really matters. Alright, 96%. Yeah, I've been meaning to get over to JP Comics for a pre-release, because I much prefer playing pre-releases there. But I wasn't able to go to the last pre-release. For some reason. Why wasn't I able to go to the last pre-release? Oh, it was the weekend after I got married, so I was not in the mood to go to a pre-release. Yeah. Dino, I agree. The math wasn't right, but we won, so, like, you know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Was the math right? Wasn't perfect. It was close enough. Alright, this seems good. Oh, this... Did you hear that scream in the background in the chains? This is a brutal map. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was great. It was an amazing day, and everything I hoped it could have been and more. And Jamaica was great too. That's where we went. So I was a huge fan of Jamaica. So let's hold up our Tyrant Scorn. So Grixis maybe. So maybe he plays Soul Diviner. Not what I was gonna say, but I was thinking Thief of Sanity, but this works too. Play our Jade Light. Yeah, the wedding was great. It was... All my friends came in from Texas, and... I don't want that. and I was able to, everybody was able to come from Texas, and like the kids I went to high school with, like we were all able to, you know, hang out, like go to Somerville, like go to Assembly Row, and like go to some different spots in Boston, which I never thought I would do with all my high school buddies. So that was pretty sweet. So I don't love casting Vraska into nothing. I think she's at her best when you can minus her and then work towards her plus to get some value off your extra cards. Well, there's an Ugin. So we're playing... I assume it's just like a Grixis build playing Soul Diviner. Ooh. Alright. Well, that lines up pretty well versus our hands. There's nothing we can do about that. Well, that Spell Pierce would have been nice last turn. We were tapped out anyway, though. So I guess now maybe we could have an argument for Vraska Plus. Because I guess he could Bedevil it. But that saves our Ugin, because our Ugin's going to be at 1. It's really the only thing we can do, and we can do it while holding up Spell Pierce. I don't know how many targets. Oh, I guess Nicol Bolas gets this ability. So is that bad for us? No. I don't think it's bad for us, because he has a better one, where he doesn't have to sacrifice a permanent. Actually, I sacrifice a permanent. Yeah, well there's the Bedevil, and the Spell Pierce does nothing for us. But now we can Ugin with Spell Pierce down, but whatever. Destroy his Nicol Bolas. Have an Ugin on 1. He uses Bedevil on our Vraska. I guess he probably doesn't have any hasty threats, so we're probably gonna get a 2/2 out of the deal. Or he can just play a second Nicol Bolas Dragon God while we have our Spell Pierce up. You know, whatever's good. It was a dragon. Now it's Dragon v Dragon v Dragon. But now we got a Casualties of War, which is some business. I'm a huge fan of that draw. Even though we're only 2 for wanting him. Is he off of blue if I take away his Drowned Catacomb? I think he is. Dragon v Dragon v Dragon v... There's a dragon there technically too. Up in the right hand corner. Alright, our life isn't super relevant here. So we're gonna obviously telegraph a Spell Pierce. Keep that in hand in case he plays a Nicol Bolas Dragon God. Yeah. Well, I guess he got his blue back, but... Because, like, I wasn't just going to snap get rid of the beacon, but cutting him off blue seems good, too. So we'll cast Enter the God Eternals. On Soul Diviner, we'll mill ourselves. In case we can get a Tamiyo. Spell Pierce is getting worse and worse, but it is a card that we have in our hand. Which is better than no card, I suppose. Another Soul Diviner. He wants to draw cards. Tyrant Scorn. He has nothing with counters. And honestly, Thief of Sanity would be real bad for me, so I think I'm going to hold on to this Tyrant Scorn. Using the, is he going to kill my 4/4? No? Okay, using the Enter the God Eternals, the last one is... Alright, so now we're going to get the Tyrant Scorn, because now he has ways to draw cards. And I don't like that. Because now he can tap, draw a card, untap it with Kiora, draw another card. That seems good.
You don't mind if I take my octopus for a walk?
What a weird voice line. Yeah, I mean, yeah, drawing cards like that. She's at 7 loyalty. Like, that is so many loyalty. Like, I'm just gonna attack her for 2 turns. Like, maybe that's wrong, like, because I have the Rascal's Contempt, but she's not really doing anything. Alright, take it easy, Harrison. Thanks for stopping by. It's getting nice out again, so maybe we got some basketball coming up. Who knows? Alright, but Devil... Our Spell Pierce is so dead. I don't really care about this Kiora. Kiora can do whatever they want. I do care about this Hydroid Crisis, though. Alright, sounds good. I appreciate it. Alright. I don't know, like, when I'm talking to somebody specifically, like, I talk louder. I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, sounds good. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spell Pierce is pretty dead here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't even get a Liliana. So I guess Liliana will be the worst. But I guess we're gonna draw so many cards, it doesn't really matter. There we go. Alright, well there's a Bedevil, which the Spell Pierce actually would have been good. But we have a lot of cards now, and he has no cards. So I think... Oh man, alright, so we can Tamiyo, get back something. Well, let's Thought Erasure first. He probably just has a land. Yeah, right? And then the God Eternal seems pretty dead here. So let's cast... Can we do both? Yeah. Because Tamiyo, get our Ugin back. Because Ugin probably seems like the best card for us here. Or maybe Krasis. Krasis is probably actually better. Because it just puts another threat to the battlefield that draws us more cards. And we can pay our 2 life, get our... And now we got Spell Pierce down again, so... I don't know what he could cast for 8. Sarkin. Alright. Would have done nothing, so that's fine.
Your end has arrived.
Alright, so, alright. He plays the classic Sarkin Concede. Alright. So Grixis, he played Soul Diviner, but he didn't play Thief of Sanity that we saw. And he played Sarkin, which leads me to believe his Heavy Planeswalker is like a Super Friends type build. So let's bring in our Counter Magic and our Hand Disruption, stuff to go along with. Elder Spell probably seems good. Vraska's Contempt. Cut the Tyrant Scorn. Even though, like, he could bring in Thief of Sanity, where Tyrant Scorn is pretty good. Cut the Enter the God Eternals. Like a 1 card. This is what happened to me earlier. I have one too many cards. I think I have one too many cards for the go long matchup because all these cards seem good. So Vraska is probably the worst of them, but that is an answer to Thought. Like, it's a proactive answer to cards that could give us trouble. And like the 3 or 2 mana spells he might bring in. Maybe we don't want both the Elder Spells. Maybe we just want 1. Because we do have negates, and they're kind of the same thing. Alright, well, let's see if we're going to get punished that badly for taking our Tyrant Scorn out. We are on the draw. We can set up our, well, I was gonna say we can set up our draws with a Thought Erasure. But Duress seems good, and now we are about to play the most obvious Spell Pierce in our entire lives. Look at, like, Dino, I don't know how you feel about Spell Pierce. But Spell Pierce here has just been telegraphed so hard the entire time, which is fine. But, I mean, what are you gonna do, right? But Fibblethip. Can he take any? Yeah, he can take Vraska's Contempt, he can take Tamiyo. Yeah, like, when it's good, it's real good. But it's look not good here. I can't even baby Krasis to draw a card. Our hand's a little redundant though, like we got 2 Contempts and Tamiyo and Krasis aren't the same card, but they serve similar functions of getting us card advantage. Alright, well there's a land, so that's step 1. We're gonna go with a Krasis because we're gonna draw a card. Assuming it resolves. I mean, I guess we get the card draw no matter what. That's something to do at least. This Kefnet. Yeah, you're right. Little gray area, but it's like I do like it because like when it feels good, it feels great. Sometimes, like, you know, I was playing the Just Guy Planeswalkers deck the other day. I played Narset. On 3, I played Narset. No, I played Saheeli, Mox Amber, make a 1/1. Spell Pierce your removal spell, or whatever he had. It was pretty sweet. So we could Contempt the Sarkhan, but the Sarkhan's not doing much. We play God Eternal Kefnet. He has a removal spell. We do have 2 Contempts, though. Kefnet kind of blanks both these cards. I guess if he has a removal spell that goes to the top, it's pretty bad for us. Like if he has a Bedevil or a Vraska's Contempt. Otherwise, this shuts down both attacks.
Might demands power.
Yeah. All right. That was a good play. Good job, everybody. And now he can sacrifice to make another dragon. Now I think we want to attack the Sarkhan, get him to block, and then Contempt the Sarkhan. Because we are evil, evil people. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to go to the top of my library. That's cool. I'll draw in a couple turns. I'm fine with that. I will do that. And now we are going to Contempt his Sarkhan. I guess if he has a counterspell, that's really bad for us. Yep, alright. So, land would be ideal, because he's gonna, if he makes a... I guess Casualties of War is good regardless, because he makes a dragon kill the Sarkhan, or he pluses... has another Sarkhan. Huh. I'm less inclined to Casualties of War because it's a very good answer. I guess he sees this Casualties of War. So he's not going to play into it too hard. So he's not going to play into it too hard. But I think we could get a better Casualties of War here. Especially, again, I'm not too concerned about my life total. I guess maybe he could have a Lightning Strike, which this turns on. Or he maybe has another Fibblethip. Alright, Lightning Strike, sure. You got 0 cards in hand, and we got the Concede. There we go. Sultai is not dead. Have we lost once this stream? Maybe 2 this streams? Yeah, I mean, so this deck is based on an article by Sam Black on Star City Games. And my buddy played at the MCQ last weekend. Started out 4-0, lost 1, misplayed on his X and 1, so went to X and 2 and lost his last game. But I played the Just Guy Planeswalkers deck, and I just got stuck on lands all day, and drew 3 mana but nothing more, and just didn't have a good time. But I was watching him play, and Casualties of War looked really good. And then the type of turn where you go play Tamiyo plus get something, play Casualties of War, then pass turn, play Casualties of War or play the White Celebration, and then minus get back Casualties of War, playing the White Celebration, seemed super powerful. So that's what we're doing here. We go first. We're gonna keep it. Dino Ready Go, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream team. We don't got a name for the stream yet, but I gotta churn it up here. But thank you. Sappho loves raptors. Alright. Good to know. I feel like I'm closer to Sappho now. Incubation druid. So they're playing like ramp or manipulation, which I haven't played against a ton. We'll put that in our library. That's not. We can't even cast that. What are we doing? I guess we do have another Jadelight Ranger. Yeah, I wonder if when Ixalan came out, if they were just super pumped. If I love raptors, you could make Ripjaw Raptor. You could have ranging raptors. Does Huatli have a raptor? Oh, a man or woman of fine taste with the Vraska Golgari. I was pumped too. I thought it was gonna be a great set. No, I meant to take Graveyard. I hit Library. These are the kind of misplays that happen. That's the second time I've done that today where I'm like, yeah, definitely put it in the bin, and I hit Library.
Everyone is expendable.
Maybe he's playing the mirror. I would assume it's like a rampy type strategy. Maybe he's playing Incubation Druid instead of Jadelight Ranger. Something I hadn't really considered, but something that serves a similar purpose. Another Jadelight Ranger. Because I could enter the God Eternals on something. See how much he values his Vraska. So I'm a little scared, honestly, of Ritual Silt be real good, sitting in the sideboard, but it's definitely coming in. Can I even cast this? It's 2 blue. I can't even cast it. And that means I should have Jadelight Rangered first in case I get a tap land. I think we need a second blue. Or put that one in the graveyard this time. That, however, is something I could get down with, even though it's not a second blue. Something gives us something proactive to do. And if he kills his Vraska Golgari Queen, it answers one of his Incubation Druids. But, I mean, this does give him one turn to do a lot of fun stuff here. Okay, so he destroys that.
I was getting bored anyway.
What do I think of War of the Spark? I think War of the Spark is pretty sweet. I really love Standard. Standard is my favorite format. And it's like not even close. That being said, I did get a little burnt out on it. Around, I can't... Vraska Golgari Queen is not a good answer for, Mr. Shakes the World. But, so I got a little burnt out around Teamer Energy. Around that.
I'm good at what I do.
Non-land permanent. Around that time frame. But, other than that... I liked Standard for a while, even though Team Energy was a little aggressive. I got really tired of losing to Mono Red and Hazoret. But the last Standard was super great. Oh, turn my Jadelight Ranger into a Stone Rain? Fine with me. The last Standard was super great, and I've really loved this Standard too. I could see myself getting very tired of all of the Planeswalkers. You know, 6 months from now, or you know, a year and a half from now, when they haven't rotated yet. But I think now you can do anything. Like we've been streaming for just over 2 hours, and we've played a couple blue-green decks, but I think they've all taken a little different approach. So we've played. I don't think we've played played Mono Red a couple times, but we've seen a good variety of decks. Yeah, Dino, when did you start playing Magic, and what do you think of War of the Spark? Alright, well there's another Vraska Golgari Queen, which is the only thing I can cast. So I'm going to cast it.
Wherever I go. Oh, don't flatter yourself.
Problem is, this Nissa's really screwing with us. We got a lot of answers to it. We have Vraska's Contempt. Well, I guess we have one answer to it. Unless we draw the Vraska's Contempt, it's going to be a little ultimate, which is a little... I guess we could draw an untapped blue source, cast Narset, and then minus into a Vraska's Contempt. That would be okay. But the fact that they're tapping 100,000 mana is not something I love.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Would Ritual of Soot get what does Ritual of Soot do? Is it non-land permanent or is it creature? Ritual of Soot. Destroy all creatures. Ah, so Ritual of Soot would blow up these lands too. Alright, so now this 5/5 is putting enough pressure on us in a little different angle. I mean, I think Vraska's Contempt is obviously our best draw. Tamiyo is not it. I think we lose. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, so I think we have a good matchup here though. So, what do we want to bring in now? So, are they the mass manipulation? They're playing Planeswalkers, so Negate's probably good. Ritual of Soot is good. Massacre Girl's probably pretty good. Wipe up all their little dudes. Duress. I think the balance here is not going too far towards like a long game type deck, because they are playing a lot of threats. But also respecting the fact that their Planeswalkers and Mass Manipulations are real real cards that we have to deal with. Vraska Golgari Queen seems not great here. I know the God Eternal doesn't seem great. Alright, well, we're playing on Vraska's Contempt. The Elder Spell is interesting. I think that might be too, like, it's not the point of their deck. Oh, nice! Yeah, Arena Dino. Arena's had like a huge emphasis on people getting back to the game, which I think is A+. I love it. Because like it's so easy to play. Like it's like just download it for free and then you can just play for free. Like I used to play with a bunch of guys there in high school and like a couple of them still play when I'm home or like you know whatever. And like we're 30 at this point, almost 30. We still play when I'm home but like a couple of them have downloaded Magic Arena and just play for fun. Yeah, if you didn't want to go to a game store, if you weren't close, because not everybody's close to a game store, then it was real difficult to find people to play with if you didn't have a friend group that played or you weren't close to a game store. Tyrant Scorn is probably okay to cut one of. Maybe we cut another Tyrant Scorn for a cast down. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I mean, like, you define, like, your little meta between your friends or your group, and it's really hard to branch outside of that, but... And even with Magic Online, like, it was expensive, and, like, I clearly have no qualm spending money on Magic. Especially, like, I have paper cards, which I don't buy that many paper cards. I just buy when I need a deck. And I have, like, online cards. This is a mulligan. Casualties War is way too late. So, but online, just, like, every time I wanted to play competitively... Oh, these are all tappy lands. That's a little annoying. Every time I wanted to play competitively, I had to pay, you know, $12 to play a league. Like, that's just ridiculous. Alright, so Thought Erasure next turn. Having these 4 tap lands was not great. But we can steal some of their thunder here, because looks like they had a lot of, Or do we keep up Negate? 2 considerations here. 1. Negate if they play Nissu Shakes the World, which seems likely. Negate stops that. If they have 2 Nissas, Thought Erasure is bad, but I think we just go ahead and Thought Erasure. Hydrate Grace is an enchanting melody. We know that's there now. Okay, so Negate would have been the wrong play. Alright, we can just keep the Thought Erasure on top. I'm fine with that. Yeah, right. I mean, and going to a game store still has its magic, right? Like I love playing tournaments. Like I used to rent my standard decks, but now I own a couple because I've been playing in MCQs. I have Mono Red and Jeskai Planeswalkers. And if I got nothing to do on a Friday, like I'll definitely go to the game. I'll definitely go to the game store and play Friday Night Magic, because why not, right? If I have time, because okay, Growth Spiral. I'll take whatever card that is, because it's probably better. Oh, double Entrancing Melody. You really got there. Land is a little late at this point. We can play Jade Light Ranger. Yeah, Commander. I have played one game of Commander in my life, and it was like maybe two. No, that's a lie. I played guy who was just in here, Salt Road Patrol. I played with him before. Played a couple games with him, and I played one side event at like a Friday Night Magic type situation. Alright, so now we are going to show this negate, because why not? But yeah, I played Commander a few times. It seems fun, I just don't have a deck. I've been meaning to like pick up one of those Commander just like pre-con decks so I can just have it. Do you have a Commander? Yeah, I'll take that. No problems from me. Paradise Druid. I think this Massacre Girl is just going to wreck his board. So how does this work? It's -1/-1 until end of turn. Whenever a creature dies this turn, each other Massacre Girl gets -1/-1. So this will get -1. This will die. So this will be 2 triggers. Which will kill this, which will be a 3rd trigger. Which will kill this, which will be a 4th trigger? We get to 5 triggers, is what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this Incubation Druid's gonna live. But then he can't. I think this is probably fine, actually. We're gonna attack first. Because I don't think he blocks, or maybe he blocks the Llanowar Elf. Okay, sure. Then Massacre Girl's maybe not even... Maybe I don't even play Massacre Girl. This is really good. Maybe it was a bad attack. Maybe I was supposed to play my Krasis out so I could have another creature. Even if he stole it, then Massacre Girl could clear the board. I think that was actually really bad. Because now whichever threat I play, he's gonna steal. I guess Massacre Girl... That was more underwhelming than it could have been. It does put a clock on. He can't steal it this turn. It's got too high of a mana cost. I think I was supposed to play Krasis, let him tap out to play Entrancing Melody, still my Krasis. That would have added one more trigger, which would have gotten Incubation Druid, then I would have 4/4 mana with nothing left. That was the play. But this way, he's kind of forced to have a Planeswalker right now, and then I have double negate if he doesn't, and then I can just attack all day through his Incubation Druid. Yeah, no, Commander is, it can get real expensive. Especially, oh, I didn't even think about Incubation Druid. I'm an idiot. I'm a dum-dum. I didn't even count the mana from Incubation Druid. Yeah, that's bad. That is bad. That misplay could cost us the game. Yeah, that was not good. Yeah, so... that's so annoying. Because now we're just kind of tap ourselves out even though we have these negates. Because we can't count on him doing nothing because he's got the board advantage. So he can just do nothing and attack us and then he would just eventually win. Who's your commander? Yeah, that was dumb. So we still have some hope here. Oh, sorry, it sounded like somebody opened my door. There's something outside. Look at the window open here. Another Entrancing Melody, that's good. Our opponent just drew all 4 entrancing melodies. Oh, 3. Cast down is a start. So if we cast down... So we need cast down. I think we need another removal spell. We have 2 Tyrants, 1 left. Is Massacre a legendary? She is. Sorry, I'm just trying to think if there's a way we can win this game. So we could play Hydrate Crisis, gain a life, draw a card, trade for the Crises, go to 2, untap, Ugin. We're dead that way. We need to have a second removal spell next turn. We're going to take our time out. And Ugin isn't good enough, because Ugin is only a 1 removal spell. So I think the highest upside play is to just pass the turn, hold up Negate, in case he tries to play a Planeswalker. Okay, we're gonna go to 1 here. Cast down... Crisis. Go to 1. I just don't think we have an out. Yeah, that's definitely not it. Will it us kill ourselves? It won't. Yeah, so we screwed that up. So we lost that game whenever that turn with the Massacre Girl. Because we ended up attacking, which was wrong. I guess if I was going to play the Massacre Girl anyway first, then it was correct, because I could have potentially gotten in some damage. And it still wasn't going to get rid of the 3/5. But I didn't consider that they could have tapped mana from the Incubation Druid to cast Entrancing Melody to take my Massacre Girl, because one of the reasons we made that play is because I didn't think they could take my Massacre Girl. But if what I had done was played Hydrate Crisis, drawn a card or 2. It was 5, so I would have drawn 1 card. Drawn a card, gained a life. His only play, or not his only play, but he could have Entrancing Melody the Hydrate Crisis. And then I could have played Massacre Girl the next turn, and I would have 1 additional death trigger, which would have gotten to 5, which would have killed the Massacre Girl. Or the Incubation Druid, left me with a Massacre Girl. Then he would have taken it, but we would have been playing a much closer game. Alright, well that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, I think that's the note we're going to end on tonight. First I'm gonna see what Feldon of the Third Path does. But thank you to everybody for watching. Let's see, Feldon of the Third Path, Human Artificer, create a token that's a copy. It's 1R. Human Artificer 2/3. Create a token that's a copy of target creature card in your graveyard, except an artifact in addition to its other types. Gain taste. That seems cool. She's busted with like lots of enter the battlefield type stuff so you can put in your graveyard. I like it. Alright, well, everybody, the Dino and Salt Road Patrol and, you know, Bassfish, everybody that was here and everybody who was just chilling. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Let's raid somebody with our 2 viewers. Let's do it. Let's see. You can follow me on Twitter at BrightSideTCG. I stream here. Try to stream every Sunday, but I don't think I've streamed a single Sunday in the morning that I've been to. That's what my banner says, but it's not. Just hasn't happened for us yet. Got too much stuff going on. And this Sunday I got what do I got this Sunday? I feel like I'm doing something this Sunday. I'll be in Texas this Sunday, so I can't stream. I'll be on vacation this Sunday, so I can't stream. But you can follow me on YouTube as well, Brightside TCG there as well. I post all the live stream replays, and eventually I'll start making some YouTube videos for original content. But here's where we are now, and thanks for watching. Let's raid somebody. Let's see. Let's go to the Magic the Gathering channel. I am, yeah. Yeah, it is cool. Thanks. Yeah, I graduated, what, 3 years ago? 2016, so yeah, 3 years ago. And I really like it. And I'm lucky because the job I have, lawyers have a reputation for not having a very good work-life balance, but the job I have does a pretty good job of letting me keep a pretty good work-life balance. So I'm able to play Magic and stream and do all that stuff, which I'm very thankful for. All right, let's see. Let's go down to the 3 viewers. Who do we got? I don't know any of these people, so sorry if let's give it to this guy's winning 1 mistake at a time. What does he got? He's drafting. I don't usually draft. Let's get some draft going. All right, how do I combat sandwich 42? Let's see how do we raid? Can I do it from here? I don't know. Maybe I can do it over here. Dashboard maybe. We're gonna raid somebody. Raid. Pick a live channel. Combat sandwich 42. All right. Let's open this in a new tab. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I'll pass you off to Combat Sandwich, and hopefully he's chill. If not, let me know, and we won't do that again. But, all right, have a good night, everybody. It's been good.
Damn.
That's pretty cool.
Killed the Ari with my fucking looted.
In this plan.
You guys got 5 already?
Yeah, you can play. Is it a random or is it some? Okay, yeah, you can play.
That's
now.
all I know.
Why switch to Fios now? You can get the Fios TV test drive.
I love TV. Once my kids go to bed, TV is my way to unwind.
You get 425 channels for 60 days.
That sounds awesome.
You can unlock the perfect...
Yeah, so he was not great. Sorry for that. It was not great. It was not a good raid target. Let's try again. Cause that wasn't great. Let's find somebody. There's like have people playing in the background, like Apex or something. Come on. So let's try again. Anybody? Let's see. So let's see. Let's go to Magic. Let's just straight Channel Fireball. I think they're streaming. Channel Fireball Game Center, I think, was streaming. Game Center? CFB Game Center? CFB Game Center. Alright, we're going to raid Channel Fireball. Watch some live standard action. I like that better. Alright, sorry about that raid, guys. That was not good. But let's raid again. Let's switch. Can we raid again already? Is there a spam time limit to raid? There, Channel Fireball. Let's CFB Game Center. Alright. This is going to be better. Enjoy. I think this will be better at least. It'll be, there's no commentary, but you get to watch some live Magic. Ain't nothing wrong with live Magic. Alright. Have a good night, everybody.